Hey everybody, welcome back to my Nintendo YouTube channel. It is KidLad404, and in this video I want to talk about Metroid Prime Federation Force. So this was the game that was announced for 3DS at this year's E3. You know, it got a lot of kind of mixed reviews, so to speak, from the community. The fans didn't really like this game and so on and so forth. And I just want to talk about a little bit about it, give my own personal 2 cents on what I think personally about the game. And, you know, just in general, what I think, you know, I was disappointed definitely as well, along with the other fans. And just kind of the main sentiment is that, you know, why kind of make this kind of side quest sort of game, kind of the side game? Why not make a really, you know, dedicated Metroid game featuring Samus and her power suit and all the abilities and weapons and so on and so forth and exploration? Why not make a game like that for 3DS, a hardcore, serious Metroid game, as opposed to kind of the spin-off game that is kind of like Metroid Prime Hunters, but is a lot worse. I'm going to be talking about the connection with Metroid Prime Hunters as well on the original DS. So that sentiment is true for me. I am disappointed on that aspect. You know, I really want a Metroid game. I love Samus. I love the Metroid franchise. I was really hoping that they would make an HD Metroid game for Wii U, but it seems, you know, with the trend that they're kind of like ditching the Wii U, all the games that have already been in development for Wii U up until this point, they're going to create, but any new kind of ventures or any new games that they're planning, they're not going to be putting it on Wii U, definitely. They're going to be saving all that creative energy for the Nintendo NX. That's kind of Nintendo's, you know, they're going to wipe their hand and get a fresh hand and try to start again with the NX. So they're going to be putting all their efforts and great new ideas on that console as opposed to making new games anymore for Wii U. That's what I personally think. So I understand from that aspect. And you know, I guess that's okay. We're just going to have to wait for the next HD Metroid game. But at least for 3DS, they should have, at least in my opinion, done a Metroid Prime Hunters 2 featuring all the bounty hunters. I mean, a lot of people like that game. I love the multiplayer. That was like my first FPS, honestly. And it's funny because it was on a handheld device. I should show you. Maybe I can get some gameplay or something like that on my old account of Metroid Prime Hunters. But I played a lot of that game. It was awesome, and it was very unique and genius, actually. It was very innovative. There was a lot of, you know, hunters. It was kind of like Quake gameplay. You know, they integrated the morph ball and stuff, and it was just a lot of fun to play online with players. It was fun having these free-for-all battles, and that's what I like most about the game. I know the single player was bad, but the multiplayer was pretty good in my opinion. If they just removed the lag shooting, it would be awesome. And I feel like if they did that sort of game, Metroid Prime Hunters 2 for 3DS, that would have been amazing. But instead, they're kind of doing this kind of, I don't know, it looks like the controls are clunky, there's like lock-on, you know, I don't even know if you get to use the stylus in this game. It might just be, you know, the face buttons and the D-pad, you know, controlling this game. So that kind of is a disappointment. But, you know, this time around, it's not really about shooting. Again, Nintendo likes to de-emphasize shooting in their shooter games. It's not about defeating other players online. It's not like a straight-up deathmatch. It's now this sort of like co-op sort of thing. Maybe like, I don't know, Destiny or like co-op Left 4 Dead. I don't really know, but it's mostly like co-op and just missions, and you kind of play online with other players and do these missions, and, you know, it doesn't really look that too interesting. Like I said, the controls are clunky. You're not really doing crazy missions or anything awesome like that. It's just kind of boring stuff. So it's a little bit disappointing to me, and I just really wish that they did a Metroid Prime Hunters 2. That would have been amazing, and I would have loved that. But of course, you know, Nintendo has to play it safe, I guess, or something, and they just want to make this side Samus game, this side Metroid game, to keep us, you know, to keep our hands busy while we wait for the next Metroid game on Wii U. I don't really know, but that's my 2 cents on it. I really wish that Nintendo really would make Metroid Prime Hunters 2. There's a cliffhanger ending even in the single player of Metroid Prime Hunters 1, and they could do so much with the Metroid universe and expand that lore. Like, where did all these other hunters come from? Maybe in the multiplayer include other weapons that you can, you know, use, and maybe expand it. Maybe we can do a 4-on-4 online multiplayer or something like that, kind of like Splatoon. There's so many great ideas, and especially with the 3DS, it's a lot more powerful than the regular DS. There's a lot more opportunities that I think Nintendo should pursue in terms of, like, you know, having maybe their Halo, another multiplayer shooter game. Maybe they can make a spin-off game and continue the Metroid Prime Hunters series. That would be great, but that's all in my dreams right now. It's Metroid Prime. You know, we have Metroid Prime Federation Force. I'll get it. You know, I'm a Metroid fan. I'll get it, and maybe I can play with you guys. We'll do some like co-op videos where we'll be talking on Skype, and we can, you know, finish the missions and stuff like that. But, you know, overall, it's still a bit of a disappointment for me on my end. So that's pretty much it. Commentary on Metroid Prime Hunters, and of course Metroid Prime Federation Force. So I'll see you guys in my next commentary. Peace.